Hello, hello. Tag these. Oops, I don't know who that person is. Just tag someone I don't know. I was trying to tag.
Phil, thank you.
Tag the practitioners. And people coming into becoming immortal, I suppose.
Exciting.
Okay. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Studying lives. Studying lives. Let's see, maybe we can get this to go back a little bit further. That might be better. Okay. What's up, people? How's it going? So Michelle and I are, yes. So these are from our line. This is from our jewelry line that we are in collaboration with Kim Harland Wheeler of the Little Brown Wren. This is called Immortal Alchemy by the Little Brown Wren. This is the wood collection.
Yep.
So this is...
And it's wood season.
It's wood season. This is the wood collection. It's next level. Amazing. You can still get this incredible collection. It comes as a set. It has a matching mala bracelet.
Oh, you've got
a
yours
little
as
elemental charm.
Yep.
Earrings.
It's gorgeous.
That are incredible. All chosen to be really, really in line with the season. So
It's awesome.
doing the things.
Doing the things.
Super powerful, made by Kim Wheeler, who is just this incredible jewelry witch. But she's making, this is an exclusive collection, a limited edition collection that, is out now. So it's $333 for the set, which is an incredible price. You can also buy the entire season, the entire collection, which is seasonal. There will be 5 sets of jewelry. I can't remember how much it was.
I can't remember how much it was.
2,000.
Yeah, but there was some amazing deals. It was crazy.
There's amazing prices on them. Hopefully, I tagged her, so hopefully she'll hop on, and then she can help us with the price. I don't remember. I don't remember the things. Is there an astrological connection to the elements?
I mean, yeah, there is an astrological connection to the elements, and there's also a connection between Chinese astrology and the elements, but that has nothing to do with your elements within, basically. That's a whole different life, people.
Yeah, so they're really, really incredible.
Yeah.
We're like so excited about them.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So good. Yeah, you need this one, Miss Wood.
You definitely need
Miss
this
Wood,
one.
you definitely need this one. If wood is your constitutional factor, then I think you must have this collection. But everyone should have it because it's incredible.
Because it's beautiful.
Don't care, give it to me. Give it all to me now. Yes. Okay, so we are doing a little live stream event on scoot over a little bit. Just teeny, teeny, teeny.
Oh my God.
Okay, it's better. We want to be equal in the frame, not like over to one
you see
side.
what happens here? You see the attention to detail, all the details, every
Thank you
last
later.
one.
Anyway, this is a journey of progress, not perfection. We are doing a live stream series about immortality and self-mastery. This is number 1. You're here. You've
Yes,
made it.
you
to
made
live
it.
stream number 1,
Yes, they did.
called Self-Mastery Isn't Misery.
It's not misery.
So that's what we're talking about today.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be misery.
We are going to be continuing this live stream event, of which there will be 3 more, I think.
Yeah, and they're all going to be
Do you
amazing
guys want to hear the titles of them?
and hilarious.
There will be 4 more of these, 3 more of these. 3 or 4? Oh, maybe 3
like-
and we did a Q&A?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 and a Q&A.
Yeah, so 3 more of these. Q&A. This isn't even the right calendar. We're going to be doing it in our private Facebook group. After this one, though, the rest will be in our private Facebook group, The Element Factor. So if you're not in The Element Factor, you definitely want to get over there so that you don't miss any of this live stream series.
Yeah.
So our next one isn't on the calendar. Oh, no, we're doing it on the 11th.
Yeah, we're doing it on the
Is
11th.
next Sunday, and it's called Pooh and You. In The Element Factor. Pooh and You.
Pooh and you. And yes, that kind of poo.
Why poo is important in self-mastery.
Yes. Yes.
Sunday the 11th in The Element Factor. Then the next one will be Wednesday the 21st at 6 p.m. Bali time. How you do anything is how you do everything.
Facts.
The next one will be on the 25th at 11 a.m. Sunday the 25th at 11 a.m. Oh no, that's the Q&A. I missed one somehow. 21st. We forgot It's Not Me, It's You.
Yeah, it's not me.
Oh
it's
yeah,
you.
Friday the 16th. We have It's Not Me, It's You.
Yep. It is.
Anyway, these are all going to be pertaining to self-mastery concepts in a very fun, lighthearted way, as
Yes.
we do. And we decided to do this live stream series because we feel like people hear us talking about becoming immortal in some of the programs that we do together, and that it can be quite intimidating.
Yeah.
And that people feel like they're going to come into these programs and it's going to be like 6 months of
Of
misery.
hell and lose their whole existence and life.
So we wanted to come and talk a little bit about what we're doing and why it's not that, and why it's actually a lot of fun.
It's so much. Self-mastery is the most fun. It is the most fun, and it doesn't have to be misery as it pertains. But you know, that's that kind of cookie cutter wellness kind of misery, isn't it? It's like, oh my God, I have to give up all the things I love. My whole life is going to be in lack. Because wellness is about lack, really, isn't it? In its industrialized sense. Well, I think it is anyway. And it doesn't. It gets to be opulent. It gets to be fun. It gets to be amazing. It just means that you know what to do to bring yourself back into alignment, you know, when the swings and roundabouts happen. And they do happen.
Yes. I'm going to get you guys the link to the Element Factor group really quickly so that you can make sure that you join that so you don't miss any of these live streams. And also, we will send out an email to everyone that's in the Element Factor with the times of the live streams, and we'll also be posting it in the group so you'll know when we're doing the live streams. But the first step is going to be to join the Element Factor if you haven't already.
Yeah.
and there is the link to do that. So, and make sure that you put your email address in, because if you don't, you won't get let in, and you also won't get the email about when the other live streams are. And I know that you don't want to miss Pooh and You.
You definitely don't want to miss Pooh and You.
So,
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be miserable. And I feel like that's what we're doing through our programs, right? Even though at the beginning it might seem like a bit of a shock to the system, right? Maybe just at the beginning, but we're trying to bring the idea of wellness like into a contemporary view, into a view that fits in with everyday life, so that everyone gets to have their expansive, great, healthy life without feeling like they have to be in a yoga studio 12 hours a day.
yeah. And I think the important thing to really, or the message, I guess, that I really want to get across today is that coming into this program or into any program with us, or starting a self-mastery journey of your own, it's about your individual journey, and it's about being able to bring yourself back into balance. So, you know, we live life fully.
Oh yeah, we do.
Like, fully.
All the way.
Like, we stay up drinking till 4 a.m.
Yes.
Having dance parties.
Oh my God, if you could see what we do, it's hilarious. It literally is till 4 a.m.
Till 4 a.m, drinking, having dance parties.
Yeah, in the house.
Occasionally have been known to eat all the meat
Yeah,
in Bali.
all of the meat.
More than occasionally. We occasionally eat all of the carbs.
Yeah, yeah. And I had to give up all of the cheese after your last brunch that knocked me out. I ate so much cheese. I stopped eating cheese, and then we had brunch, and all that cheese knocked me out for 6 hours straight. Do you remember that day? I
No.
couldn't even keep my eyes open.
But I love cheese.
Yeah, I know.
So good.
Damn it.
So here's the thing. You get to have it all.
Yeah.
You literally get to have it all.
Yeah.
You get to stay up drinking till 4 a.m, having hip hop dance parties, if that's your thing. That's our thing.
Yeah.
Rapping
Wrapping, R&Bs,
into wooden
yeah.
spoons.
Into wooden spoons or spatulas,
And
whatever's
twerking.
available, and twerking.
I mean, this is
That's
reality
what
of
we
what
do.
we spend our time doing.
It is what we do, right? Because we work so hard.
And luckily we have amazing photographers that like to capture this stuff on film. So if you watch these spaces for the next month, as we're promoting Becoming Immortal, we decided that we're gonna be sharing all of our funny behind the scenes photos with you guys, so that you know that we actually are not just a couple of hard ass cold metals
Yeah.
that are trying to discipline you into submission. of
yeah.
nutrition
Of
and
lack.
well-being.
Yeah, we don't do that. We promote all the good well-being.
Yes.
Okay?
So, but what we do know how to do is to bring ourselves back into balance after we indulge.
Immediately.
Immediately. Which means we don't spend the whole next day hungover.
No,
eating
suffering.
Sometimes we eat all the food the next day, but we also do the self-mastery
And we also
things.
drink all the green tea. Well, I do.
I drink the green tea sometimes.
You do sometimes.
But I do all of the saunaing, and I do all of the chlorophyll. And speaking of chlorophyll, we need more.
Yeah.
And all of the
other things.
things.
Yeah. So,
all of the things.
and it's getting to know your body, right? It's getting to know your body. What we are very good at doing is knowing when to stop.
yeah.
Do you know
When
what I'm
enough
saying?
is enough.
We're like, okay, body says no now, it's time to stop. So through this process of self-mastery, it really is getting to know your individual, like we're really big on that, right? Like your individual wellness blueprint, so you know what your body is going through, what you can eat, if you eat something that is less than holy for your particular constitution, then what to do to bring it back like real quick, because we are humans. This is life, you know. No one's going to be eating and drinking green smoothies every day, every morning for the rest of their life. Not me anyway, hell no.
Yeah. No.
I don't do that. So, but it's in the mastery of self and going through this process of really learning your individual wellness blueprint that enables you to live a full life without abusing yourself, without abusing your body, and still benefiting from the mastery and the excellence that comes from it.
So how I see it is that, and maybe this will resonate with some of you that are watching. Like, I spent my entire adult life up until, I guess maybe 5 years ago, I spent my entire adult life, probably 6 years actually, because it was about 39 that I started being like, fuck this shit. I need to figure out who I am. Like these
Does that mean I get to do it again?
huge wellness, like these generic wellness models, they weren't working, right? I've literally done every single diet, and around that time is when I had been in a pretty serious health decline for about 3 years, and my body was completely breaking apart, and I was going to every doctor, Eastern, Western, every single type of doctor that I could find, getting all this conflicting advice. Everybody had the way, right? Everybody had and whether it was Eastern doctor or Western doctor, everyone had the way. This is what you need to do. And you know, it one of the things that blows my mind is that when I think back to that, nobody was asking me questions about me.
I know.
Like,
it's crazy.
Not the Eastern doctors, not the Western doctors.
Crazy, right?
Like when I realized at one point that like I had an IUD I'd forgotten about, which was crazy. But not one
God, I
of those
remember that.
doctors asked me about birth control.
I remember that.
Not one.
Yeah.
Which means they actually give no fucks about you as an individual.
Yeah.
And so that was the period of time where I was just like, look, I have to get to know myself. That journey for me started with human design. And finding some frameworks that really worked to start to understand who I was, because what I realized was none of the fucking doctors had any clue, and they weren't interested in who I was as an individual, and they were trying to prescribe me a generic plan
That fits for their ideal.
that they believed was gonna fix my problem, and nothing was changing, and in fact, if anything, I was getting worse. And so if you're in that place where you've had chronic fatigue, chronic pain, weight gain that you can't get rid of, hormonal issues, you know, which by the way, guys, all of this stuff is what leads to inability to concentrate, inability to manifest, inability to create, accumulate, acquire wealth, inability to live a purpose-led life. Like it's all, this stuff all goes together, right? Which is what we teach in Becoming Immortal. And I was sick of it. Like I was so sick of it. So if you're in that place, you know, like I've had a headache for 2 days, and I'm like, fuck this shit. Like, what do I need to look at where this elemental imbalance is, because, you know, and I fell out of balance. The last week for me has been really rough. And so I'm getting myself back, and my body's actually probably righting itself, which is why I've got this headache. But ultimately it's like, I don't just accept that I have a headache and take a tablet anymore. It's like, what's actually underneath that needs to be brought into balance. And I think as humanity right now, we're in a deep level of acceptance that we're ill. And we're in a deep level of acceptance of our ailments. And we're just like, well, it just is what it is.
We
like,
accept everything.
And we're unhappy and discontent about it, and we're frustrated and pissed off, and then we're probably repressing that, so that's leading to a wood imbalance. I mean, there's just
liver stuff.
And liver cheese stagnation. We're frustrated, we're angry, but we're overall in a real place of acceptance around our ailments and around our dis-ease. And we don't have to be. Like that's not the life that we came here to live. And I think that, you know, it was interesting because in my Ouroboros container on the final call, someone was saying that what a radical difference there is in me from the content that I pre-recorded last year and the year before. And now, this is it. Like, this is the difference you see. You can scroll back through my Facebook page and see the difference. It is that I'm no longer trying to fit into a general wellness model. I now practice self-mastery and wellness for me, for myself, the individual. And if you're in this place where you're sick of this, you're sick of living like that, you're sick of your chronic ailments and conditions,
it's time to re-explore
shift
yourself.
it.
And even as a health professional, I've been through that shit. Like when I was studying all the things, I was in the midst of studying all the things, I was like fucking up my kidneys entirely. Kidney stones. I had the worst acne. The worst skin, like right up into my late 20s, I feel like. maybe even my early 30s, I'm not sure, like just lots of things, even though I was studying naturopathy at the highest level and a herbal medicine at the time, and then moving into Chinese medicine. And I had all of these health issues. I had bowel issues. And I was doing all of the things that, you know, through my academic prowess, I was learning and being taught was the right way to do. And really, those are just the foundations. Those were just the foundations to me really taking responsibility for myself and exploring my own body, because nobody can tell you about your own fucking body. Nobody can. Nobody can. And just going into the acceptance things. I was speaking about this in one of my containers actually yesterday or something. We do accept it, and we kind of wake up and get catapulted through life without even paying attention to what's going on in our body. Like, yeah, sure, you've got a headache now, but I asked the people in the container, I was like, how does your body feel right now? Because, you know, we wake up, we do the things we don't actually know unless we get pain, right? Or there's something happening. And nearly everyone in the container was like, oh, I've got really bad tension and pain, like in my upper back and stuff like that. But because you just accept these things, you wake up every day and you're like, oh, this is just what it is to be human. But on further exploration, it does not have to be like that. You know, and everybody's ailments are different for a reason. Yours particularly individual to you. Even if you have a headache, it will be your kind of headache. If you have hormone issues, it's pertaining to something to do with you. Not everybody that has hormone issues has the same things. You cannot, because you all have different bodies. So through my journey, even though as a professional, like a medical professional, I had to really explore my unique vessel and what works for me. And then implement all of the things, you know, by trying and self-mastery techniques to bring me back into balance too.
So I think, you know, this program, Becoming Immortal, which is launching on April 27th, is about discovering your unique wellness blueprint.
Yeah.
It is, you know, what is your constitutional factor? What is the primary element that rules your world?
Yeah.
And
physically, emotionally.
And how do you bring that element into balance, and then understand the other elemental parts of yourself and how they interact and how they work together. And it's a deep dive. It's a 6-month journey that is literally just the tip of the iceberg, really. But it's going to give you an amazing foundation to begin to have that personal rediscovery of who you are.
Yeah.
And the reason that I feel like this work is so important is because it's not just about our physical health. It's not just about our physical well-being, because you can do all of the courses and all of the programs and all of the business trainings and all of the, you know, money courses in the world.
Yep.
But if you're out of balance, if your elements are whacked, which they are, because all of us have elemental imbalances all the time.
All of the time. Yeah.
But if you are a highly imbalanced individual, particularly in your constitutional factor, which is the primary element that affects you, right?
Yeah. The superpower and weakest link.
Yeah. So if that factor is extremely out of balance, which if you haven't done this work, likely it is.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you'll continue to enter into those phases of imbalance.
Yep.
And then you won't be able to cultivate your true path. You won't be able to return to origin. You won't be able to enjoy the preciousness of the moment. Like all
you won't
of
be able to know yourself.
Yeah, all of the you won't be able to know yourself.
Period.
All of the things that actually are required to step into purpose work, to actualize what you're here to do on this planet, to manifest, to be able to be consistent and sustain the things that you desire.
Yep. And that's misery, not being able to do those things.
Yeah.
That's
so
misery.
I think, like, for me, when I think about what happened with my, you know, obviously my business was moving in a really incredible upward trajectory.
Yeah.
But it went from this type of a trajectory to this type of a trajectory once I started incorporating 5-element theory. Yeah. Because once I was, again, learning more about myself, how I operate, and that led to me stopping trying to put myself into other types of boxes,
Yeah.
right? Like, oh, I should be selling this way.
Yeah.
I should be presenting my programs this way. I should be showing up online this way.
Yeah.
And it enabled me to tap more into, no, this is who I am. I am an individual.
Yeah.
This is my constitutional factor. This is how I work best.
Yeah.
And deliver myself from a truly authentic place to the world. Business went from this, which was already on a successful upward
amazing.
trajectory, to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Right? I smashed my goals. I,
Yeah.
stepped into a whole other level of impact
Yeah.
on the planet, and like the change I'm able to affect and the change I'm able to make.
It's vibration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything, and that's another thing people forget because we're so caught up in the life. It's like everything is consciousness and vibration. So when you're doing this work and you're interconnecting like the relationships inside the body to your emotional processes, then you're creating literally a different vibration and a frequency that moves like on a rolling wave throughout your whole existence. Like your whole reality changes, not just your body, not just your skin, not just your hair, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That part.
The reverse aging part doesn't suck.
That does not suck. Okay?
And that is absolutely what comes with becoming
It
immortal.
does.
I mean, if you look just at the faces of the women that were in the last 6-month program, it's crazy.
And no, there are some crazy changes. And although we're not posting those changes, there was like 57-pound weight loss.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? 57.
Yeah, 57.
And she was willing, she said, if anybody wants to personally reach out and see the before and after photos, so if you are interested in the program and you would like to contact any of the previous participants who have all had radical life changes in all areas of their life. In fact, it really makes me quite emotional that that happened.
Lies.
It's disgusting,
It doesn't
but
make
it
me
does. It
emotional.
does.
Just making that up.
I know
Just a
it
metal.
does. It's because
It's
it
because she's a
just,
fucking Cancer. That's why it's not making me emotional.
But
I mean, I'm happy
it's
for
awesome.
them and everything, but
yeah, but it's
not making me
awesome.
emotional.
Leah, shut up. Okay, listen.
Yes, it is awesome though.
It
is
is
awesome
awesome.
and it is incredible.
And they'll share it with you. They're happy to share it.
Well,
with you.
I think here is a testament to how powerful becoming immortal was, right? And this is, we can kind of answer a question that Melissa asked in the meantime.
Yeah.
Melissa asked, is becoming immortal a prerequisite for any of our other programs? Yes, it is a prerequisite for our practitioner training.
which you will be seeing everywhere, all very, very
Yes,
soon.
all over the place.
All over the world.
But here is a testament to how incredible becoming immortal was. All but 2 of the 20 became practitioners. All but 2 of the 20 women that were in becoming immortal the first round decided after becoming immortal to become practitioners of the
Yep,
modality.
they did. The
I mean,
Philosopher's
that's
Stone.
fucking powerful.
It is powerful.
18 people
Yeah, that is.
were like, yes, I'm in.
That's
I want to be a
totally power-
practitioner
it's
after
powerful.
going through becoming immortal.
It's powerful. It's powerful.
So, and you can actually do them concurrently. So if you are interested in practitioner training, we have a group starting in the beginning of May, and we have another group starting in August.
Yep.
And in order to do either of those groups, you will have to participate in Becoming
Becoming
Immortal,
Immortal,
which
yeah.
starts April 27th.
Yeah.
So it's a 6-month deep dive.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to read. Kelly just wrote something. I'm going to read what she's saying. So Kelly was in Becoming Immortal and is a ERC practitioner that's getting ready to graduate in a couple weeks. So excited. Becoming Immortal was unbelievably transformative for me. Literally allowed me to change on so many levels and created a vessel that is now more capable of holding me through all of my life changes. It's epic and just beginning. So grateful for this program and the both of you. Super grateful for you. Yeah, Leslie says Becoming Immortal was life-changing for me in every level. It's amazingly mind-blowing. Yeah. So,
It gets to be beautiful. It gets to be fun.
yeah,
You
it's
know?
a blast. I
It's-
mean, here's
oh
the
my
thing,
God,
like
it's
we
such
had
a
a
blast.
blast over those 6 months.
was
There are parts that are
hilarious.
difficult, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It requires discipline, it requires dedication, it
Yep.
requires commitment, it requires showing up for yourself, it requires
Like
calling
everything in
yourself on
life.
your shit where
Yeah.
you used to say no to your soul, like being able to check yourself on that.
Yep.
It requires a high level of accountability because we're literally gonna be there kicking your ass all along the way.
Yeah.
But I promise you, you have never ever done anything this transformative.
And will
you
never.
commit to this journey, you've never done anything this transformative
Nope.
in your life. I've never done anything, and I've done so much fucking work.
Yeah.
I have never done anything as transformative as the 6 months of becoming immortal
Yeah.
were for me.
This is the program.
And I can't wait to go through it again.
Yeah.
Because
I
we
can't
go
wait.
through it with you, so I can't wait.
And every time we lose about 2 years.
Yeah.
So I'm totally down for that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's, I mean,
I'm totally down for it.
it's the shiznit.
Yeah.
So it's 6 months.
Yeah.
It is whole life balancing. So it is about your nutrition. It is about your balancing your emotional pathology,
It's about learning your internal systems.
learning your internal systems so that you can create your own internal alchemy, so that you can be your own inner physician, so that you can become your own healer, so that you know how to balance yourself.
Because you are the healer.
Kelly, I vomited, but only once.
Thanks, babe.
My fault completely. It's tools and tips and hacks for a more fulfilling life than you ever
could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
Literally. And if you are at the place in your life where you are, like Leah said, experiencing these chronic, kind of becoming boring, emotional and physical things happening in your life, which is most of the planet,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's like most of the planet, it just is an acceptance that you don't get to live your best life physically or emotionally at all times, but you do. You do. And if you are at a point where you are willing to see radical change in your life, not just in your physicality, but your mental aptitude and all areas of your life, your business, your work, your purpose, your parenting, your all of the things, then get your ass into becoming immortal.
And I think it's important too to talk about that being able to find the balance, it's not depriving yourself. It's
No,
not
it's
about
not
depriving
lack.
yourself.
Nope.
It's about learning the ways that your body works so that you know how to combine foods in a way that it serves your constitution, it serves your inner alchemy.
Your inner alchemy. Yeah.
Learning to know your limits.
Yes.
This is the thing that I think that people struggle with the most.
Yeah.
Is that as human beings, we are so invested in self-gratification.
Yeah.
In instant gratification that we're not willing to make short-term sacrifice for long-term gains.
Yeah. It doesn't exist
We
anymore.
really only want to make short-term sacrifice for short-term gains.
Yep.
And we don't fucking know when to say no to ourselves.
We definitely don't know when to say
So
no.
it's like, you know, and it's funny because I just found myself in this pattern recently, which hasn't happened to me for probably a year.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I ate gluten for like 6 days.
Yeah, she ate all the pasta on the island.
I literally ate all of the pasta. And I was fucking emotionally imbalanced when that was going on.
Yeah.
Like majorly. And so I was doing some things to balance that emotion. My earth was fucked.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to ground and I was eating pasta and I was doing the things that actually would have been good for me.
Yeah.
But I was so out of balance that I lost my inability to say no to myself, which is actually something that I am really good at.
Yeah, you're really good
like
at that.
self-limits
Yeah.
and being like, nope, rein that shit back in. Nope, get your shit together. Like I'm good at that.
She's good,
But
especially at 4 a.m. when the dance party's over.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, everybody's
It's
going
time
to bed
to go
now.
to bed right now. We're going to bed.
There's been enough wine and hip hop for
Yeah,
one evening.
exactly. Too much Tupac.
But I did 6 days of gluten, like, and it wasn't just pasta. I did like all the bread and all the pasta and all the whatever. And I like, on like after the third day, typically I would have been like, I wouldn't have even gotten to the third day. I literally am like, if I even eat gluten now, it's like one day and then it's like 2 weeks before I eat gluten again.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
so sensitive to it that I know that. But I didn't. And I fucked myself. Like I woke up on that 6th day, maybe it was the 6th day I woke up, or the 7th day, whatever it was. I think it was the 6th day. And I was just like, my body was like,
Fucked.
you suck.
Yeah, you suck.
And
you
what
know.
are you doing?
Yeah,
because
you know.
you have been in this state of like really good health for like the last year. My body was just like, you've got to be kidding me right now.
Yeah, you're kidding me.
So then I did all the things. And
then
I've been doing all the things all
Been
week.
doing all the things. But again, with the gluten, can I just point something out? This is individual to Leah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not to say that you can't eat
gluten is just a thing to her. I can eat all the gluten. So what I'm going to do, because I'm a great friend, is I'm going to have gluten for you today. Okay?
That's fucked. That's not a good friend.
But
that's like, I can have it and you can't. Ha ha.
you do that shit to me all the time. She does that shit to me all the time. Don't believe the hype.
That's rude. I'm not going to have the gluten today, and probably not for a couple of months.
Please don't. But it's different because she is very in tune with her internal environment. She's not just following trends. You know, it's not like, oh, Mr. Google says don't eat gluten, so I'm not going to eat gluten. It has a physical effect on her, whether it doesn't have a physical effect on me. So going through this process of mastery enables you to separate your bullshit from the bullshit in the wellness space and live your best life by doing that.
Yeah.
Do you know what
And
I'm
have
saying?
a container to explore this in
Yeah.
that's supportive of you having a process of self-discovery.
Yes.
And creating some baselines for you so that you
Yeah.
know, like, okay, this is what happens when we remove all of the things that could potentially be allergenic or making life imbalanced for you.
Yeah.
And then we start adding
Emotionally,
stuff
too.
back in, and we add it in a certain way and in a specific way.
Yeah.
And so that you actually can start to have this knowledge about what works for you.
Yeah.
And, you know, look, like I had been like doing more gluten. Like in
Yeah.
the last few months, I'd been doing more gluten than I normally did. And it was like, sometimes, I mean, if you guys follow me, you know that I frequently need the fucking Mack truck of signs
Yeah. Yes.
to get myself back into alignment. I swear to God, the universe is probably like, for somebody who's so divinely guided,
know, they're like,
why do you have to fucking be hit by the Mack truck every time?
Every time.
So I
Every
had to
time.
eat gluten for 5 days
Yeah.
in order to be like, hey, remember?
Yeah,
that
remember the
you're not
things,
actually
please.
supposed to be eating that much gluten, if
Yeah.
any.
If any.
You know? And
Yeah.
it is okay for me to have, like, sometimes I'm like, I just really want pasta. And then
Yeah.
it's like, cool.
Yeah, you can
Once.
do that. You can do. And then you do the things that, you know, may help the body make it easily more assimilable for you.
Yes.
Assimilatable.
So it's about learning.
Yes.
And it's not about deprivation.
No, or lack.
Yeah.
It's definitely not deprivation or lack. It's opulence.
And let me tell you something. Nothing tastes as good as immortality feels.
Oof.
Nothing. Praise him.
Praise.
Nothing. There is nothing that you can eat that tastes as good as immortality feels.
Nope. That is
Or
100%.
looks.
Or looks. Yeah.
So listen, after like 2 months of being in this program, when you're like cursing us every day, one day you're gonna look in the mirror and
And
be
you'll be like, oh, shit. Praise them.
exactly. Exactly. This program is life-changing.
It
Like
is.
I cannot,
It's life-changing.
you know, and
It's
I think that
life-changing.
it's so funny because literally at least twice a week, at least, sometimes I think it's more, but at least twice a week, one of us messages the other and is like, can you fucking believe how epic this work is that we're doing in the world?
We literally do that to each other.
Literally, like
Literally.
at least twice a
At
week,
least
there's a
twice
message
yeah.
going
It was
back
me
and
yesterday.
forth
It was me
that's just
yesterday.
like,
I was like,
I
can you believe
cannot
that? I can't believe that we get
imagine
to do this.
Yeah, like this is that we get to create this type of, not even create because
No.
you're creating it, but facilitate this type of transformation,
Yeah.
facilitate this type of growth, facilitate this type of expansion.
Remembrance.
Yeah.
Because you are all the things already. You've just been constricted and squeezed down
Programmed,
by
conditioned.
and conditioned by bullshit.
Which, by the way, we talk a lot about in this program.
Yes.
We do a lot of clearing around it as well.
Yep.
So there's a lot of emotional clearing in this program. We do a lot of clearing around the constructs and programming and conditioning
and
around
the
wellness.
whys. And the whys and what it is contributing to in the wider matrix of things that is definitely not you, honey.
That part.
It's not you. Trust me.
So there's 2 ways to participate this time. So last time we just had one option. There was one way to participate. There are
Yeah.
2 ways now.
Yeah.
So the first thing that you can do is, if you want all in, if you're like, I need all the things, I need the whole 6-month journey, I need the in-depth process.
Yeah.
It's $6,666.
Yeah.
And you receive an initial constitutional factor diagnosis with Michelle,
Yeah.
an elemental emotional resonance diagnosis with me, where we look at what elements need to be addressed first for you, because sometimes that's your constitutional factor and sometimes it's not.
It's not, which we have found recently.
Yeah. And so then you also get follow-up one-on-ones with us throughout the program. So if you want the one-on-ones, which is the really the individualized support through the process, $6,666.
Yep.
If you don't want the one-on-ones with us, you still get the initial diagnostic session.
Yep.
But if you
Plus
don't,
the other things, but
yeah,
not the
and
things.
plus you get all of the program, you get all of the group clearing, you get all of the group dynamic. You just don't get the follow-up one-on-ones
You
with
still
us.
get the life-changing
You
shit.
still get the life-changing shit.
Yeah.
You just don't get the hand-holding and personal accountability.
Yeah.
$4,444.
Yeah.
So
With the great pay plans.
amazing
Usually-
12-month payment plans.
Yeah,
amazing.
amazing
payment plans
Yeah.
as usual. We love a payment plan.
Yeah.
How is it all those sixes? Because 6 is an incredibly spiritual transformative number.
It is
That's why.
a transformative number. Transformation and transmutation, baby.
Yep. Yeah. And it's about like the wholeness. It's about wholeness, like
Yeah.
that number 6. And so that's why.
Yep.
But this isn't for everyone.
No.
So it is application based.
Yep.
So we do need to know where you are in your personal wellness journey. We don't want anyone coming into this program that's not ready to commit to themselves and to the container, because that literally is part of what creates the transformation.
Exactly.
We had this last round an incredible group of women that were so supportive of each other. Lifelong friendships will be formed in here for sure, because you're literally telling each other everything,
Yeah.
whether
literally.
you want to or not.
And you're supporting each
Yeah,
other's wellness
so supported.
journey. Like, definitely support. It's just a life-changing event, honestly. I know we keep saying that, but there is no bullshit in that. It is life-changing. And again, you are free to welcome. I'm sure we have amazing testimony stuff
Oh, we
coming
have
out, don't
so
we?
many testimonials
But-
coming out.
We've got so many testimonies coming out, but if you want to, or any of the Becoming Immortals would like to share their personal journey with the people, then contact
Well,
them.
Kelly's on here and Leslie's on here right now. Leslie McLove and Kelly Stewart. I know both of them would be more than willing to share their testimonial with
Yeah,
you
yeah.
if you want to reach out to them individually. I'm trying to get you guys the link to the application. I'm actually going to give you 2 links. I'm going to give you the link to the application, and I'm going to give you a link to an informational video that we recorded this week. That video, we talked more in depth about what the program is about.
Yep.
And we also had 4 women on that shared their testimonials that were
Yeah.
in the last round. So I'm gonna get you the video. I'm also gonna get you
I
the.
can't fucking wait for the next round.
Oh my
Do you
gosh,
know
it's
that?
gonna be
I'm so
so
ready
good.
for it myself. Like, it's awesome. I can't wait.
Okay, so here's the link to apply. If you already are like, fuck yes, I'm in, I need it now.
Which you all should be like,
You
fuck
all
yes,
should be,
I need
every
it now.
single person.
Everybody needs this. Yeah.
There's the link to the application. If you want to know more about the program and hear some testimonials, here is the YouTube video that you can watch. It's about 40 minutes long, so it's not super long, but it gives you a lot more information on the program than what we've discussed here. So my husband just sent me a hilarious text message.
Can you tell him not to be doing that anymore and that he needs to be
Doing the things?
doing the things?
I know, he does need to be
Yeah,
doing the things.
doing the things.
Maybe Sean's gonna be joining you guys in becoming immortal.
Yeah, I think that that's the things.
So glad I stumbled on your podcast a year ago. Amazing, yeah, me too. So there is the information. Yeah, Leslie said I'd love to, yes, reach out. I'd love to share my experience. Kelly says I have crazy before and after pictures too. Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, and then again, like those prices, remember that we've got a 6-month payment plan option and a 12-month payment plan option. So
Yeah.
it makes it really manageable and really doable.
Totally.
Blanca says becoming immortal was definitely life-changing for me. Talk about
Oh my
radical
God,
transformation.
Blanca.
Holy shit. So Blanca is
Crazy.
a wallflower, right? So she
Oh
was just
my
like
God.
hanging in the background the whole program, like just in the background, like not really like super engaged. Then she shows up on the final call and we're like, what in the
fuck has
actual,
happened?
like, who are
is
you?
this? I think at one point you were like, who's that?
I was like, who is that? And then I
that?
was like, that's Blanca?
Blanca.
Like, literally, she is an entirely different human. She looks completely different. So amazing. So amazing.
Honestly.
Proud to be a part of this, their space, and all the damn things. These women are
All the
freaking
damn
amazing.
things.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So look, make it happen because
Yep.
this will be the best investment that you've made.
Ever.
Like, I can't even.
Like ever. And it's not even that's not a
I actually can't wait to start now that we're talking
That's
about
what I was like, I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
it. Because we get to just go through another radical transformation.
Which we have
Like,
been,
seriously,
and those of you who
selfishly,
are
it's
not,
part of why we do this.
I mean, it really is. But
Because we're going to be filming a TV show 6 months from now. So we're going to be, by the way,
Oh
you're
my
never going to
God.
have seen us as disciplined as we're about to be coming into this.
never.
Because we're literally going to be on TV. Like,
We are gonna
we're
be
going
on
to be filming
TV.
a television show
Yes.
in September, October. And you better believe
That we're going to be looking fine as hell.
right.
people.
So we're going to be in it this
yes,
time.
Yes.
In it to
yes.
win it.
In it to win it with you. You know, we're doing the things with you for sure.
Let me just tell you, we're going to be bringing
oh my
it.
God. That just gave me anxiety. Thanks, babe.
Calm down your water.
That-
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Skip her water's a
Don't air
little
out
out of
my
balance
elemental
right now.
imbalance on lives. Are we doing that? Can we do that now?
You
Is this
do
what we're
mine
gonna
every
do?
single time.
Oh, listen.
Look, all the yes,
Yes.
to becoming immortal.
All the yes.
So
All
we
the
are
yes.
going to be talking about poo and you.
We're going to be talking about poo and you and how poo, your poo, not only says a lot about your internal state, but says a shit ton. See what I did there? A shit ton.
So funny.
I know.
So funny.
A shit ton. It says a shit ton about your psychological processes.
Yeah. So
It's-
that
yeah.
is the part, like, I think that's going to be so fascinating for so many people is like, how does that pertain to your thinking processes, your your,
Yeah.
like, obviously mine's out of balance because I can't even fucking think of the words right now. Your ability to manifest.
Yep.
Your ability to cultivate.
Yep.
Right?
Your
Like-
ability to concentrate. Period.
Poo and you.
Who and you?
You don't want to miss it.
Definitely don't want to miss
Happening
that.
in the Element Factor
Don't
next
wanna miss
Sunday,
that
the
shit.
11th, 11 a.m. Bali
making-
time.
All the poo jokes.
So be expecting to see us promoting a lot of poo-related
All of the poo.
conversations
Yep.
over the next week.
Yep.
But this live stream event is really good prep for moving into becoming immortal.
Yeah.
But listen, I do want to tell you this. If you're already like, yes, I'm fully in, I want to be in on becoming immortal, get that application submitted because
Yeah.
we do require, there's about 12 hours of content that needs to be watched prior to becoming immortal starting. So the
Prerequisites.
sooner you get in, the sooner you can start watching the content, the sooner you can get caught up so that you can hit the ground running on the 27th.
Yeah.
I will talk a little bit about commitment. You're looking at probably 5 hours a week that you're
Yeah.
going to need to really
Dial in.
dedicate to this program.
Yeah.
Like 12 hours,
Yeah,
right?
fuck,
Or 5
yeah.
hours a week.
Yeah.
That you've got to be dedicated to content, replaying content, being on clearing calls, learning the things.
Learning the things.
And then, but there is a significant amount of self-study unless you just completed Inner Alchemy, in which case, if you just completed Inner Alchemy, you've done a portion
You've
of the
done
self-study.
things, yeah.
If you didn't, you've got to watch all the Inner Alchemy content and all the content in the Element Factor.
Yeah.
So,
And there is a lot of naturopathic dedication, a lot of nutritional dedication.
yes, there's Kim. We're wearing the wood pieces. So anybody that wants the wood pieces, there is the beautiful Kim Harland Wheeler. Kim, we couldn't remember how much for the set. $333, right? For the set? And then is it $222 per set if you do the whole,
Things.
if you do all 5 seasons, she'll tell us.
Can I just say something as well? This is also self-mastery, right? So it's like we're in the energy of spring right now. That's the liver and the gallbladder. I did a live in my group this morning on the liver and the gallbladder. You know, and because we are whole, holistic human beings, we are connected, our internal environments with our external environments, and with the stones and the minerals and the gems. So when you start like living that kind of alchemical life by bringing everything into balance, even this is doing great things for our livers right now.
Yeah.
Right?
And wearing it intentionally, and it's
Yes.
made intentionally for that.
Yeah, for that.
Yeah.
It's made for that. It's made for that season.
Yes, to that. So we're gonna do this series of live streams. We're gonna have a Q&A at the end, but you can obviously always ask questions while we're on the live stream. This one was more of just sort of an introduction. The next ones are gonna be more educational
Yep.
in nature
Yep.
and more focused on the topics that we're gonna be talking about,
Yep.
which if you somehow missed it, next Sunday is poo
Next
and
Sunday
you.
is poo day. Poo day, boo.
All the poo. My husband should love that. I'm sure he's got plenty of poo jokes to
Oh, yeah, I'm
make
sure.
about that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's it.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. $333 for a single purchase, which is the entire set, which is the earrings, the necklace, and the mala bracelet.
Yeah.
And $222 for all 5 sets at once. $250 for the 5-set 3 payment plan option. Yeah. So you can get per set $333 if you just want one.
Yeah.
You can get $250 per set on a payment plan.
Yep.
And pay 3 payments for all 5 sets.
Yeah.
Or you can pay in full for all 5 and get them for $222 a set.
And it's so beautiful. It's
Yeah. And we have Fire coming out next, which we need to work on because I don't think we've even talked about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Fire set is coming next.
This is so exciting.
It's got to be like, I don't even know, something awesome for Fire.
Because this is unbelievable.
I know. We
Honestly.
died. We died when
When
Kim
I
showed
opened
us.
it,
We were
I
just
was
like,
what? Oh my god.
so amazing.
Yep.
Get them all. Don't cheat yourself, Blanca. That's right.
That's right. Tell
Don't
the
cheat
people the
yourself.
things.
Don't
Tell
cheat
the
yourself.
people. Exactly.
When I put my earrings on, I was like, wow, these are like really long. They're just like banging into my collarbones.
I know.
Mike was like, bang out.
Bang out. Mike was like, I need to bring him around to you.
So,
Yeah.
yep, those are the things. That's all we have to say. Do the thing, apply, click the link,
Yeah.
send the application if you want to know more about the details of the
details.
program.
Watch the video.
Watch the video. It's amazing.
Ask for testimonials.
Yeah.
Do the things.
Watch the testimonials on the video.
Yeah.
Message Carrie. Message Leslie. I'm not
Message
Carrie.
Blanca.
Message Carrie also, but
Message
message
Carrie, yeah.
Blanca. Message Kelly.
Kelly.
Message
Yeah.
Leslie. I know that they would be happy to share their journey with you. There are several people on here that have already committed to becoming immortal, so we're super excited to take the journey with you. But for those of you that haven't done the thing yet, do the thing.
Do the
We'll
thing.
see you inside the container. 6 months from now, we will see you as an entirely different human.
Yup.
You will see us as an entirely different human.
Again.
We're gonna look so good when we're done with this round.
Oh my god.
I don't
cannot
even know.
wait.
I don't even know. Yes, and message Kim if you want the details on Immortal Alchemy by the Little Brown Wren.
Yep.
She probably will explain it in a much more succinct manner than I just have.
Yep. And that's it.
And that's it. That's all we have.
That's what we have
So,
until Pooh and you.
until Pooh and you.
Yep.
Actually, is that true?
Is it Pooh and you?
Yes, but I think that before that,
Do we have healing things?
next
Next week,
Oh, it's
yeah.
right before. So
Yeah.
right before Pooh and You, we will be doing another webinar
Series.
that will be incorporating how to use Healy with self-mastery. So stay tuned. If you're not on my mail, get into the Element Factor is the thing that you need to do ASAP. Get into the Element Factor because that's where the next live streams are going to be. You'll be put on my mailing list. You'll get all the information about the Healy live stream series that we're doing, and
Yeah.
you'll get all the information about the this Becoming Immortal series that we're doing.
Yep.
Cool? Cool. All right. Talk to you soon. I will put the links in the description of the video as well so that you have all the links in one place. And that's it. Bye.
Bye.